Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is our first card using the Friendly Foliage Bundle, and I've got it on black card base. I just put a little bit of decoration on the white inside. This is a 5 1/4 by 4, and this one I use Melon Mambo, Azure Afternoon, and Granny Apple Green, and I stamped the greeting in the Memento black ink. So this is the one in the intro video I talked about doing kind of a series of these kind of cutouts along the front. So that's what I've done. This is 3 inches deep by 5 1/4 wide. And I will just go right ahead. The one we're going to do on the video today is actually, it's going to be softer. It's going to be pretty in pink, soft seafoam, and balmy blue. And I'm going to do it on basic white. So one thing that I do have to do, this again, 5 1/4 by 3, and I wanted to show you how I'm lining up to cut out the die. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it to make sure that I've got kind of equal distance on each edge and from the previous one. So I'm going to do that there. I'm using a sticky note just to hold that down, and then we're going to run the whole thing through the cut and emboss machine. And I have got my mini Stampin' cut and emboss machine. I'm just going to run that through, and there we go. I really like the mini cut and emboss for working on these. It's quicker, and most of the dies I'm finding now, unless it's kind of one of the larger sets, most of the dies actually fit through the mini cut and emboss. So I'm just going to pop that over there for now, and we need to get working on our card itself. I've got a basic white tent-fold card. I'm going to pop that over there. I'm just going to pop that like that. And we are going to just use our blending brushes. And quick tip here, if your paper trimmer leaves a little bit of a lip on the edge, you've got 2 options. You can take your bone folder and just smooth that edge out if you want, or make sure when you're doing your blending that you're blending on the side that doesn't have that little lip, because otherwise you'll end up with a dark edge with a little light kind of shadow on it. And I'm just going to come in. This is pretty in pink. I'm just going to come in and just add that color in like that. I don't mind if it's a little bit blotchy, that's fine. Okay. And if you want to check your contrast, you can always just lay it over and just see how it is going. This is meant to be really light. This one's meant to be that more dramatic kind of shadow close or shadow effect. So I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to just keep adding color. Like that. Again, this is the soft seafoam. Okay, and then we're going to add our balmy blue. And I've done the greeting in balmy blue, and I can't find it. There it is. I've cut it really small. And it's the sending love, and I've cut it really, really small, just to add it on at the bottom of the card. And we're just going to keep adding that color in. And there we go. Okay, again, this is the softer version. And I'm going to just attach my die cut over top. And there's lots of different ways to do this. I'm going to use my glue for this one. You can use your adhesive, like your tape, if you want. I found that the glue was just a little bit more effective on this one. And the reason I'm kind of running the glue tip back and forth is I'm just using it to kind of spread out the glue so that I don't end up with kind of gobs of it coming off the end. There we go. And we're just going to do this like that. There we go. Okay, so let's pop this down now. And we're just going to put it centered, top to bottom. Shift that up a little bit. Make sure we're even on the edges there. The nice thing about the glue as well is you can shift it a little bit if you need to. So then we're just going to press that down and set it like that. And it looks like I've got just a little bit of ink there. So now I need to decide if that is where my sending love is going to go, or if I'm going to put it at the bottom. So I might need to decide that later, but we are going to take this and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. We're dimensionalizing the front like that. Pop a couple in the middle. There we go. And just peel those backings off. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Peel all those backings off. All right. Okay, and we're going to bring our card front in, make sure that we've got it set up the right way around, and then just pop this down like this. There we go. And again, I'm debating about where I put the sending love, whether I put it up here over that little blip or if I put it down at the bottom like that. And I might actually just put it over the blip. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back like that. There we go. And I just trimmed this with scissors. So I'm just going to pop this down like that. There we go. So the sending love is there. And on this one, I use the holographic gems. At this one, I'm going to use the antique pearls. And I'm just going to kind of dot them around just to add a little bit of interest and kind of draw the eye a little bit. And trying to decide where to put them. Might put one over here and then one towards the bottom here. Maybe over here. Yep, that's where I'm putting it. So that is our card for today. So we've got the really bright, strong colors on the basic black background. Again, we've got Melon Mambo, Azure Afternoon, and Granny Apple Green. This one we've got Pretty in Pink, Soft Seafoam, and Balmy Blue on that white background. So let me know which one you prefer, and let's create together again soon.